What's good, my people, my peeps? It is definitely tea time. Oh, did you think I was going to have the big hat on? No. We're doing it a little different here. A little different here in 2022. Okay? It's tea time. I'm going to rinse out this tea kettle. It's a little different. It's more like a diffuser. And we're going to talk about hibiscus tea. So let me rinse this out. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have the kettle rinsed out and ready to go, what I'm going to do is I have already turned on the stove, but I wanted to show you some features of this kettle before, this teapot rather, before we get started. Last night on my live, if you joined in on the live last night, you got to see a glimpse of this teapot. So it has a lid, okay? And it also has this little bucket. And this little bucket has small holes all the way around the bucket. And you have the pot. So you will put any type of herbs that you may want to, make for yourself. And you don't necessarily have to be sick to make these herbs. I mean, make a cup of tea. But what I'm doing today, we're talking about hibiscus tea, and it's a flower. So I'm going to move you guys closer. This is the pot. Let me put it over here. I'm going to move you guys a little closer to me. Turn this down just a little bit. I'm going to bring you closer. All right. Let's see. All right, guys. So we have the teapot. And I thought it would be funny to put on the little thumb drive a lady with a tea, one of those big old-fashioned tea party hats on. Well, this is not that type of party, okay? This is laid back Sunday. We're gonna make a cup of tea. First, I'm not even gonna measure it, y'all. This is about love when you're cooking. Sometimes you just don't measure your food. So I'm just gonna pour some water in here. Okay. And I believe the amount of water you pour in is the strength that you want your tea to be. Before I put it on here, let me let this cool off because I kind of had that preheated. This is a Pyrex dish, but I don't want it to crack. I never used this before, so we're gonna be safe. All right, so let's show the ingredients. So last night we talked about hibiscus. Okay, it is a flower. It is a dried flower, guys. It's pretty too. Let me see. It doesn't have a strong smell to it, but it does. You can smell the aroma. It's a nice floral scent. So this is hibiscus. We're going to make tea with this flower. And when we talked last night, and I'm going to put the tea into this diffuser kettle. So when we talked last night, I told you guys a little bit about hibiscus, okay? Hibiscus helps with germs like bacterias. Hibiscus also helps with your blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure or you want to get off your blood pressure, but look, let me be clear. I am not a doctor. I am not a doctor, so this is just my thoughts, my opinion. Consult your physician before you do anything that is in regards to your health, your personal health. Okay, so but hibiscus flowers, you can make it you can use it as a tea. I mean, you can sprinkle the pieces, these little pieces, make a nice salad and sprinkle these dry pieces over the salad to give it some color. So what hibiscus does is it helps you with bacteria in your body. And I'm going to pour a little bit of water over. Oh my goodness, you can already see the color. Oh, that is beautiful. You can already see the color coming into the water, and I haven't even put it on the stove yet. But it helps to kill bacteria in your body, and it also helps to bring down your blood pressure. So here we go. I'm putting it on the stove. I hope y'all guys can see. You know, I got to get a better setup. But like I said, we're going to be manifesting over here. Okay, manifesting a better destiny. Okay, and hibiscus brings down that blood pressure. We don't want you having a heart attack, strokes, and going your whole life taking medication that the doctor gives you, and you can't get off these medications unless you go back to the doctor, right? No, we ain't for it. We ain't for it. And I know if you saw my poster, my thumb drive, I had the lady up there with her church hat on for tea. Like I said, let me turn the slide off. It's not that kind of party. So this is a glass that I got from the Dollar Tree. We do it your way. Okay, do it your way when you bringing in the luxury for yourself, or you can have a cute little teacup, however you want to do it. And I do have some cute little teacups, but I didn't want to dig them out, so we're gonna use this right here as our utensil. Also, we're gonna use a sweetener in our tea, and this is honey. Now this honey is very dark. I'll let you see. It's very dark and rich. It is a honey. I try to support people in our region, you know, local farmer markets. So this honey right here is special. And the reason why it's so dark, it has a kick to it. So I'm going to show you this honey. It's infused. This honey is infused with, chilies. Do y'all see that? Let me see if I can point to it. It's infused with some chilies, okay? Mike's Honey. As a matter of fact, I don't know if this is the local one. This is the original. This is not the local one. I think you may be able to find this one in your stores. Handcrafted, made with hot chilies, y'all. So it's going to give our tea an extra kick. We're not making a dry and boring tea over here. We're going to make it do what it do. Hold on. Watch this. Let me see. Okay. This is the honey. There's two types of honey. And if you don't want honey, what I'm trying to do is give you different options instead of using sugar. Now, if you just prefer to use a sugar, you can use like coconut sugar. It's brown, you know, when they start bleaching and taking out the color out of your foods, then they're taking out the nutrition out of your foods. Always remember that when they start bleaching, when you're eating white bread, they bleach the mess out of that white bread. So most likely you're eating whatever ingredients they added back into the bread to say that it's nutritional for you, right? So brown is down, okay, baby? This is a guave. It's okay. It's good. I don't know if I'm going to use it for the tea, but you can use this to sweeten. It's a nectar. So you can use this to sweeten different foods that you have as well. But this is the honey. I have it upside down because this one is the real deal. You can see that it has started caramelizing right here. Now, the thing with honey, let me show you. This one is locally grown here. The thing with honey, and this one, I always love to not just have plain, you can have just plain Jane honey in your arsenal of honeys, but boost it up, bump it up. This honey actually is infused with vanilla bean. You can see that. Vanilla bean, but I have it upside down because it's almost out and it gets crystallized. But the beautiful thing about honey never spoils. Okay, honey doesn't go bad. So that's the great thing about having honey in your arsenal. I know what I don't want to do is focus, anything on the negative side of the spectrum that I happen to be on. Oh, I gotta go wash the spoon, guys. I happen to be on right now. We happen to be on, known as these gang stalking streets, as this surveillance that we endure every day, and what we shouldn't do and what we should not do. But hold on for a minute, guys. Let me get this and wash it off. Okay. So, what we should do and what we shouldn't do. Matter of fact, we're gonna have a conversation. This is tea time, but it's a opportunity to have a conversation with you guys, an open conversation with you all. Um, so let me see. It shouldn't take long for the tea to actually start to steep. Let me have a sit down with y'all. I brought a stool in here so I can get comfortable. Okay, so hopefully you can see the tea as it's steeping. It is turning this beautiful reddish pinkish color. Okay, and that's what I was telling you guys last night, that it's different than having your regular browns and green teas. Spice it up, and it's healthy for you. Always look into the health benefits of your teas. Okay. So just to recap really quick, today we're having hibiscus tea. It is a flower. It is a dry, let me see, this is a smaller piece. It's a dry flower. It's good for, it has many health benefits to it, such as bringing down your blood pressure, helping to fight bacteria in your body, free radicals that are in your body from medicines that you may have been taking. You know, we take medicines that over-the-counter medications, and you might not think that that releases free radicals in your body, and they don't just leave, right? They're in your body and they're fighting against your body. And that is one of the things that I stress to you all about detoxing your body. Okay, and on this journey that I've been on, learning that, my goodness, this body is a whole galaxy in and of itself, right? It's a whole galaxy in and of itself. I want to learn about my body more, because you got things living, not just your blood flowing through, your living waters flowing through your body. There's organisms that live, eat, poop, and all that waste needs to be eliminated. And if you're not detoxing and eliminating that waste properly, then yeah, it's a no-go. It's not good. Let me see. You know what I forgot to do, guys? Let me see something. I forgot to change the name. Change my, can I do it here? No. Hold on. Layout. No. Because if you guys didn't know, I changed my actual name for, oh my goodness, I can't do it. I thought I had it set up, but it must have. Good gracious almighty. Let's see. Oh, give me a minute. Yeah, okay. Well, I see it still has Nikki Nicole here on the caption under my name, and the new channel name is Ethereal. So just want to put that out there. The new channel name is Ethereal. I dropped that information late last night. Oh, it's hot sitting by the stove, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off, because as you can see, our tea is ready. I mean, you don't have to do much to it. I might have to try to test. Okay, the handle seems pretty good. It seems pretty good for me to pick up. I'm gonna give it a minute. Let me let it cool down. Put it up here so y'all can get a good. And I might make some toast later. So I'm gonna put that right here so y'all can see. And then also I'm gonna get some fruits. This is a different type of tea party. It's a different type of tea party. So let me prepare this really quick. So yeah. So hibiscus is really good for you. Like I said, it got different benefits. You gotta look it up. There are many benefits of hibiscus. I'm just giving you a few of what I learned. A few some top choices that I found. I mean, anything dealing with free radicals, killing, helping you to fight off medicines, foods that you may have eaten that's just in your body, fighting against your body. Hibiscus is gonna get in there and it's gonna go to war. Okay, so we're gonna have tea. I might make some toast later with this little bread right here and just cut it, put it in there, and put some honey butter on it and some fruits. We can't forget having some fruits. There is grapes in here and blueberries. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side over here because that's what I'm gonna have. So let's see. Okay, guys, now I know that is beautiful. That's gorgeous. The color alone is just gorgeous. I'm gonna pour some in here. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and spice and jazz it up with a little honey. Okay, I'm gonna make it do what it do. I mean, you can fix your tea how you want to do your tea, but I suggest try to keep it as natural as possible using natural ingredients. Okay, guys. And I'm gonna give a real taste test here because I haven't had hibiscus tea. It's been a while. I would have to say like maybe five years or so since I've had hibiscus tea. So we gonna see. Y'all see I got a sweet tooth. I'm already adding more honey and I didn't even take a taste test yet. I haven't even taken a taste test though. I'm gonna let it cool down and then I'm gonna give I'm gonna make it do what it do. So yeah, I'm so upset that I thought I had put my name on here, my updated name, which is Ethereal. Yeah, I'm loving that name. I'm loving that name for the channel and for myself as well. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go to the courthouse and get an update on my name, a name change, because I was saying last night, what is in a name? A lot is in a name. A lot is in what frequency you have people calling you. I mean, we know that from the Bible. God changes names of his people, you know. Um, Samson's, the angel told Samson, his mother, what to name Samson. So there's a lot when you pick a name or go by a name, because you don't have to change your birth name. You actually can, if you have a nickname. I truly think that is the problem what we're having today with some of these rappers, murder this and thug and goonie that, and um, all of that is frequency and it's coming back to them. We like to say, are we as and I'm getting a great senses of us as people say, oh, it's a blood sacrifice. But before they even signed on the dotted line with the blood of a pen, their blood sacrifices, their selling of their souls. Did they sell their souls before they even made it to the boardroom? Have we ever thought about that? I talked to you guys about Thanksgiving and rituals and things of that nature. and the things that you do, you're selling and you're entering covenants. I call them contracts, but for the layman, because I want you to actually understand what is going on in this realm. It's covenants. Um, the Most High has always dealt with his people with covenants, contracts, birthrights. All of that is legalistic genre talk. This is talk, and it locks in actions. And when you lock into a contract, well, sometimes people don't allow you to break the contract unless you give up some type of payment, right? Or you just have to ride out that contract until it's over. And so I say that to say this: these rappers that are dying, I mean, they're dying left and right. And I keep hearing different people on TikTok and Facebook. You know, you have a lot of these social journalists, not affiliated with a major label, but their own social brand of journalism for social media platforms. Talk about the industry and the selling of their soul and signing a blood contract and sacrificing somebody to get to a different level. And I just want you to contemplate this. Were they already on that path? Were they already on that journey? You know, were they already going down that road with the name that they chose for themselves, unknowing to them? Because just because you don't know about laws, right, doesn't make you exempt from the judgment and the consequences of breaking laws. Just because you don't know. I didn't know. I'm in a foreign country. I don't know that this law couldn't be broken. I didn't know I couldn't. In America, we can go through a yellow light. We don't have to fully stop. We might have to slow down, but we can just zoom, going through the yellow light. But you might be in another foreign country and you must come to a complete stop. And then at the red light, stay there about 2 more minutes before you proceed. But, if I take my behind over to a foreign country and that may be their rule, I don't know. And I just zoom through and get pulled over and they write me up. They might even throw me in a foreign jail. And I can't get out because their rules and their laws are different. But I can't plead my case to the judge and say, "Well, I'm from America. I didn't know I didn't know that was y'all's law. I mean, give me a break. Cut me, some slack because I didn't know." No. Ignorance is not give you an exempt card, get out of jail free card, because you don't know. So the ignorance of a lot of our young people, the youth of America, the ignorance in them not really understanding the power that is in a name. The power that is in a name. That's why I've changed mine to Ethereal, because there's power in that name. And the young rappers that coming up having these names, because see, they didn't just get these names when they the devil in the suit, the 3-piece suit, approached them. They didn't just get these names, right, and sign the contract in the boardroom that day. They have been perpetuating that negative energy, that flow of energy for years, because they were on the grind. They were in clubs. They were at talent shows saying, "It's murder me now," or I'm a killer. Yeah, I'm young killer. I'm the big killer on the block, or whatever their name may be. Something that does not have a good frequency about it, right? So they've been saying this over and over, and all that frequency, all that negativity is going out. But what did my Malcolm X say when riots started to happen? He said, your roosters have come home to roost. Meaning you let your birds go out. They're your birds. They belong to your farm. But when they ready to come home and roost, make some babies, roost, you know, they come back to your farm. So this is hibiscus tea, made with hibiscus flowers. I actually, let me see if I can get this in a shot. Okay. I incorporated some honey. This is the hibiscus tea leaves right here. And so, bottoms up, we're gonna taste this hibiscus tea, and I'm gonna be honest with this taste test, okay, guys? So, okay, ooh wee. The spicy honey is a no-go. The spicy honey is a no-go for the hibiscus tea because the heat. Now wait a minute. Let me think about this before I say something. Because we're using this hibiscus tea for a health remedy, right? I don't taste any sweetness first and foremost from the honey that I use. The hibiscus tea has a tart taste. It don't get you like a lemon, like right in the jaws, but it gets you in the tongue region, right? Making it's kind of tart. So that's why I say you're going to need some type of sweetener. We're going to do a different sweetener as well. So the first sip was tart, warm, and it was spicy. It had that chili kick, okay? And that's not what I was expecting. I thought it would have a sweet kick, and I didn't expect the tartness from the chili. I mean, from the tea. Add more honey. We're gonna do a different honey. I think I'm gonna do this honey right here with the right here. Can y'all see this honey? It has vanilla bean, because this honey that I just used, let me put this down right quick. We're gonna get another cup. This honey, hold on, let me put you up here. This honey that I just used it's hot honey. It's hot, and it's infused with chilies. So I'm not gonna add no more of this honey to this cup. So that's hibiscus tea with hot chili honey. I'm not gonna say that's a no-go when you're feeling sick, because I think that that would actually help open you up. You know what I'm saying? If you can congested in the chest region, warmness and something with a kick will actually open you up. Just like if you are laying in a warm bath, okay, and a hot, steamy, warm bath, what does that do to your pores? Warm water, your pore is like this, right? So if you get in a bath full of warm water, your pore starts to open up like this, and it gets bigger and bigger. And see, the water starts to flow in. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, Tanya? Welcome. So the water starts to flow in. So I'm thinking this hibiscus tea, the tea is made with hibiscus flowers, which is the flowers are beautiful. This is how the tea looked before. It was very vibrant, okay? Very beautiful. Before I added the honey, when I added the honey, y'all, it kind of got like a murky kind of look, but it's still pretty. We're not gonna trip, but I think that would help if you needed to open up your chest, if you need to help have something to help you breathe. So hold on one moment. Yes, indeed. Let me get another cup. Hold on. Let that rinse out for a minute. Okay. Let's play some music. It's an intermission. A new glass. Okay. All right. So I also have some berries for a snack. Berries and grapes. All right. We're going to do it like that. Put my snack over here too. They want to be seen. All right, guys. So we're going to move on. Let's see. I'll let you guys choose. All right. Let's get it. We have hibiscus tea used with a tea kettle that is very special. I mean, you can find them, I'm sure, at like an Asian market. But this tea kettle has a basket. So we put the hibiscus tea, and I'm like, should I try one of the flowers? No, I know the flowers. If the tea was tart, flour is really going to be tart. But when you put the tea, the flowers in this basket, and you put it in here and you let it steep, okay? And it will make your tea. So you can use this when you are making tea such as, let me see, open, leaf teas. I mean, there's so many that you can buy. And I suggest buy your teas that are not, in the bags. But it's okay because I have some tea I had bought from the doctor. That tea was not a cement tea. It was not kicking. It was not all that, but I like the packaging, so that's why it's still on the counter. But you can use this to make teas. Let's see. Which one should we use? Open leaf tea. Should I use the agave sweetener since we use the hot honey sweetener, or should I use this honey, which is it's upside down? It is infused with vanilla bean. I'll give y'all a minute. Should I use a guave or vanilla bean? Come through. Let me know. I'm going to get something else to show you what you can use to make tea with. I don't have much left. So I'm going to go with Anthony. Oh. Anthony said, I don't know. I ain't never tasted neither one of them. You pick. But, so, okay. But you said add more honey. But we're going to add more honey do I want to use this honey? I don't know if I want to use this honey. Because I don't. Let's try the guava. We already tried honey, so we know we can use honey. Honey's. Oh, let me say something real quick too. I'm not going to crunch this in front of y'all, but please excuse. Because y'all seen me just eat some grapes. You want me to do the honey? Tanya, you want me to do the honey? Okay. So since Anthony said add more honey earlier, and Tanya said do the honey, we're going to do more honey. Okay? I'm kind of leery about that honey because it's been here for a minute. But honey doesn't spoil, like I told you guys. But let me tell you something about eating fruit. Like I told you, I'm on this health journey, and fruit and foods, they are our medicine, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I try to dig that piece of fruit out of my dental work. These grapes have seeds in them. Okay, let me show you, and they're big too. Let me get one. Let's get one on it. Let's score it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a blueberry on here. So, y'all see that big old grape? I had to go on a hunt to find this grape. And I was looking for this grape, or it could have been because all grapes have different names to them, right? I was on a hunt to find this. The grape that had this bad boy in it. Let me put it on here and see if I can hold it up. The grape, maybe can I hold it like this? Can y'all see that in my hand? I was gonna crunch it, but I ain't gonna crunch it on camera. The grape that had the grape seed. That's a big old grape seed too. Can y'all see that? Okay, I think y'all can see it. Do you know that I went to okay, Kanye. I went to I think it might have been 2 or 3 local stores in my area. And all of those stores had grapes, seedless grapes. Oh gosh, it's on this. If I wish I was on my tablet doing this live. I might post a picture after this live in the community section showing you, because I started taking pictures and I was going to do a live about it because the grapes were seedless. Do you know what that means? All the grapes were seedless. I'm gonna give y'all a minute because that's another topic of conversation too. While we're talking about healthy, and I'm gonna go ahead and prepare this next drink. We have hibiscus tea, and I'm gonna do this honey. Father God, rain down a blessing. You know I play with you guys. That's my father. I can joke with my father. I don't know how y'all talk with y'all father. I got a good relationship. Okay. This has crystallized. Let me put it over here so y'all can see. Has crystallized, but it is honey. Honey, honey, honey. Okay. Honey. Should I take a not today, not any day. Okay, so I have this little bit of honey. Okay. First of all, let me try the tea. I didn't even do a virgin test of the tea. I just went in and corrupted the tea. I took the virginity from it. I'm sorry, tea. Hibiscus. Let's do a virgin test of the tea. Okay? And I could have told you how the hibiscus leaves tasted before I even, corrupted the doggone tea. I defiled the doggone tea. Here we go. Let's take a blind test with this. Oh, it's beautiful. It has a sour taste to it, guys. I'm not a sour patch girl type. Like some people like sour candies and things like that. It's not a strong sour taste, but it definitely has a sour taste. So I tasted it at its while it was in its virtue. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and corrupt it. We're gonna defile the tea. Okay, we're gonna go corrupt the tea and see if we can make it sweet. See if we can add it, make it to our likings or to mine, since I'm the only one here. Okay, because it might have a stringent taste, and you might need it straight up. Take it like a shot. You know what? Sometimes people might think, first of all, if you was to come into this humble, because I live humbly, a humble abode. until I manifest my next destiny. Right now, I live humbly, white. You can't see it. White, white on white on white. Okay. Um, but I love glassware and things of that nature. So, because I'm luxury wherever I'm at. Okay, I brings the luxury. You better bring the luxury when you walk in the room. You better bring the power. Okay, I bring luxury, power, comfort, conversation, wherever I'm at. And so when I eat dinner or when I prepare something for me, I don't care. Sometimes I can order it or get it and bring it in. I want to plate it. I want to serve myself. Just like if I have a husband, I want to serve my husband and I want it to look pleasing to the eye from the palate so the palate can start to get ready. You know, the mouth starts to get watery. So I like silverware. I like platters and uh, things of that nature. So okay. Oh, I just said to say all this. Let me show you something. So when taking medicines or things like that, I've never been the type of person, especially younger, to like to take liquid medicine. I'd rather you give me a pill and let me be done with it. And the pill has to be small because I don't want to be gagging on no big pills. So I want the pill to be small too if I have to take any medicines, right? But if you have to take medicine or if you feel that this is going to be like something that you would use in your arsenal of medicines and you don't want to take a lot at one time, you might come into my house and think I just be shooting it back. But I like the shot glasses. Isn't this adorable? Like a little shot glass. Because so if I have to take some medicine, this is getting sticky from the honey. If I have to take some medicine, how about I want to get it over with quick. You know what I'm saying? Get you a shot glass, honey. I'm about to, because sometimes you smell the medicine. Don't never. First of all, a tip for the wise, and this can be used as a little shot glass. But see, this is just my style because, like I said, I'm gonna bring the luxury. You gotta take a shot here. Why don't you do it cute? Okay, if it's medicine, and then you can, and it's done. Bitterness and all. Okay, so that's my sidebar in living luxury on a budget. Okay, and I would live luxury on a budget when my millions come, when my wealth rains down on me. Okay, so we're gonna move on with the honey. We're gonna add honey. Did I add honey to this? I think I added honey to this. I did. Oh, well, this is not quite a teaspoon. So let's add some more. Oh my goodness. That still was a little tart, y'all. And I added honey. So we're going to add, I think I'm going to do maybe 2 more of these spoons. Because, and like this honey's coming out fairly thick. Because, well, let me see. Let me do one at a time. We don't want to go too far, too soon, too fast, too soon, right? That's right, Anthony. That's right. All fruits must have a seed. I'm glad you got me back on that subject. All fruits must have a seed. Because if it doesn't have a seed, then where is the nutritional value coming from? And not only that, I thought to myself, when I seen all of the seedless grapes on the shelf, I thought to myself, they really trying to take us out. They trying to surely take us out, because see, my country behind. And I call myself country because I love the country more than the city, but I have traveled uh, throughout my life. But I would rather, uh, you know, take the title of a country girl. And my country self will save the seed and try to see what it do. Will it grow? Because they modified and they have changed the origin of seed. So this seed may be in this grape that I got this seed out of, but nevertheless, the seed might not bring forth the same fruit like the parent, or it might bring me one yield, one crop, one year, and never again, because it has been modified, the fruit. But I would rather, like Anthony said, I'd rather eat fruit with a seed. Okay. And then if you have a seed, try to keep it and see what it do. And if it does well, maybe you might want to go back and get more of that particular fruit or vegetable. Because what they don't want you to be able to do is provide for yourselves in times of famine. They don't want you to find you an old country girl who know how to make a meal out of ramen, make a meal out of 2 eggs and you know what I'm saying? I'll put it together for you. No, they want the generations that they have brought into this world with parents that did not teach their children how any survival skills. They've only taught their children how to give me, give me, give me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of figuring out how to get it. And then they don't know how to react when situations occur that they have to use their cognitive mind, their thinking skills to help them out of situations that they can get out of. But some of them, let me tell you, it's gonna be some folks when, and I can't say when the stuff will hit the fan, when the economy will collapse, when the reset will have fully uh, reset this land. But chaos comes before the phoenix rises. It must burn down before you see the phoenix rise. Before you see the Antichrist come and say, "Let me save you all from the turmoil and the famine and the hurt that you feel." The phoenix will rise and say, "I am your savior." Anyway, don't get y'all know I'll go left field. Not left, I'll go right field to tell you the right thing. Okay. Um, they don't have any you know critical thinking skills. So I'm not gonna say all, because I love. Let me tell you, y'all know me. I love to listen to people, and they can be younger than me, because some of them star seeds back on this planet, honey, much younger than me, and they are giving you the message. I hope y'all are picking up what some of these star seeds are putting down. Yeah, honey, Most High done sent some helpers back here to let y'all know what's up. Okay, so we have hibiscus tea. This is the second go round. I guess I have turned this into a taste test of hibiscus tea, because I first tasted this cup of tea with this honey, hot, spicy chili honey. It was a miss with me. So this has two, I can't even call it, these little spoons. I guess I put two of these, made it a teaspoon probably. Like I said, I ain't measure anything. So here we go, bottoms up. That hibiscus is strong, y'all. That hibiscus is strong. I don't even like that one. Maybe, the hibiscus is strong. So, but I still don't want y'all to use the honey. Okay, I mean the sugar. If you have to use sugar, this is sure enough a taste test. I'm gonna get one more. We gonna go down the dark road. Okay, don't tell nobody. I'm gonna get the white stuff. Don't y'all tell nobody. We in here together. Okay, I want to see if this hibiscus tea can actually get bumped up to a sweetness that might satisfy some of you all's palate. No, not the white stuff. Anthony said, wait a minute, Anthony. Hold up, Anthony. That's funny. Not the white stuff. I think I have some white stuff in here. Let's see. When I can't. That's funny. Uh-oh. Woo. Not the white stuff. Anthony said, no. I want to see. I want to see if that hibiscus tea will get sweet, because like I said, I tried it. Maybe it has probably been 5 years now. Can y'all see those cups? Let me put it up here on the stove so y'all can see we did a taste test. I cannot see in the camera. Move you out the way. We have done a taste test with hibiscus tea and the different honeys. But I think I'm going to take y'all down the dark, narrow path. I think I'm going to take y'all down the dark, narrow path, okay? Let's see. Who's going to come do these dishes? Who's coming doing these dishes? I'm thinking taking y'all down a taste test. That was not the plan. It's intermission. Let's get some music going. It's intermission. It is intermission, baby. Let's make it do what it do. It is a smooth groove Sunday. What are you up to? We're sitting back and we're changing the tides of tea time. It's luxury time, but we about to go down a dark path of the white stuff. Okay? The white stuff. Thank you. Thank you very much, band. Y'all give it up for the band. Okay, guys. So, hibiscus tea, it is a flower. It is very pretty. And he says, laugh out loud. Just stop using white sugar. I know. And I don't. That's why I have it in packages. As in my situation, I try to buy stuff that's individually packaged. But like I said, I'm not dwelling on anything negative anymore. But yeah, the white sugar is definitely a no-go. But we gonna see something today. So don't tell nobody, Anthony, okay? That's between me and you. I got two little packets of the white stuff. I'm gonna use one. Because I got to see if this tea can make it do what it do. Because I have a sweet tooth. So if I was to drink this tea with my smooth groove going, thank you, band, thank you, playing, and I'm not using it as a medicinal. I'm just using it to chill out. I wanted to be able to sit back and sip, you know. Oh, I think I put a little bit, that one pack was a little bit too much of the white stuff, so we're going to add a little bit more tea. So I'm going to make a little tornado. So this is the forbidden white stuff. otherwise known as AKA granulated sugar, white bleach sugar, crack. Sugar is the other crack. Okay. All right. So it has dissolved. And here we go. Yeah. Hibiscus tea. My final thoughts. This definitely is to be used, in my opinion. This definitely needs to be used uh, as a healing form of beverage. Okay. Now, mind you, this is not my cup of tea. That's probably why I used it 5 years ago and didn't return to it. But if I was suffering or knew somebody who may be in need of opening up their airways, because it does help with blood pressure, so it'll drop that blood pressure, help you to relax. You can add some of that spicy tea. Probably can add a little cayenne pepper. Let me tell you something. Add whatever you want to this tea, because hibiscus, this bad boy it's gonna hold its own. So it's gonna have a tart taste to it. If you like that, kudos. You know, but yeah, or add that spicy honey. Sip on it, or do a shot of it. And let it do what it do. Let it work on fighting those free radicals, fighting the, bacteria that are in your body that may be overgrown. Ooh, yeah, let's see. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I can't call it. I cannot call it. So there it is, y'all. There it is, in its full glory. Um, I shall take you. Let me turn you guys around so you can see what we did today. We had, let me get this, let me clean it up so it can look decent for y'all. We had our tea party. We enjoyed some hibiscus tea. I did. I was the guinea pig, so let me stop saying we. Let me say my seed here. That last one, I guess that hibiscus is starting to work, y'all. It's starting to work because the sister, y'all like my fro. Let me tell you, y'all, I be wanting to have that big old heavy fro. My hair is too fine. But I hope y'all like my fro, because I was trying to be all natural for y'all today, bringing you into this groove smooth Sunday with the tea test. Let me let y'all see. Let me turn y'all around, move my stool out the way. Y'all can get a closer view. I'm gonna let the band play a little music. Then we're gonna talk about those seeds. Hold on. Come on, band. Turn. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Turn y'all around so y'all can see what's up. All right. So here we go. We started off with hibiscus tea. And these are dried flowers. Hope you guys are seeing this. Dried flowers. We also sweeten it with honey. So what we did, we used a hot, spicy honey, which is good to use in your cooking. This one Mm-mm. But I suggest if you need to open your airways up, that would be awesome. Awesome. We also did another honey. This honey had a kick of vanilla bean in it. And so then our last one, it had the, you know, this white stuff, which is known as granulated sugar. I used 1 pack. It was not that great, guys, for me. Hibiscus tea, well, it's great for health benefits, in my opinion. So get some for your cabinet, just for GP to have it. Okay? I'm going to turn you guys back on. We're going to finish out. I had a little snack here. Me. I had a little snack of grapes and blueberries. I didn't talk about the blueberries and their benefits. So I'm going to talk about that. The grapes, and what did Anthony say earlier? That all fruits should have a seed, such as this. Okay? So y'all bear with me. Let me turn y'all back around. I'm going to turn off the camera. Let the band play. Oh yeah. Let the band get into it. Thank you, band. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, guys. So that was our tea time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I want to bring to you here on my updated channel name. I'm sorry that it's not showing. It still has Nikki Nicole, but the updated channel name is Ethereal. Ooh, it just do something to me, that name, Ethereal. Yes, indeed. So let's get into closing. While we had our tea time, I had a little snack of grapes, and I didn't actually get to talk about the potent medicine. You won't eat our medicine. The potent um, benefits of blueberry. So I remember, and this was a while back. I've always been on a health journey. So let me just say that for first and foremost. But I never really just stuck to it. And I remember getting a urinary tract infection, and I was like, I don't want to go to the doctor. Because if you know your body, first and foremost, you should have recognized illnesses that may have happened in the past. And I knew of a urinary tract infection because I have birthed a child. So women who have carried a child, birthed a child, oh, how our body goes through many different changes, hormonal, physical, many changes our body goes through. So I was aware of the unpleasantness of a urinary tract infection from being pregnant. And so when I had a urinary tract infection from probably just eating stuff I shouldn't have been eating, just being whacked with my diet, because I'm sensitive. That's why my new name is. Let me stop. I'm sensitive. I am. I'm delicate, y'all. Okay. But I knew that it was a urinary tract infection, so I said, "Well, let me look up what I can do to fix that naturally." And I actually had some, but I threw them away. So I want to tell you the perfect combination, because this blueberry right here, blueberries you have to get used to because it has a tart taste too. But for me, it's blueberry on point. Let me get another one. This little blueberry is potent. Did you see the combination I have with grapes and blueberries? That's not the combination you need for a urinary tract infection. Okay? Hold on. Mm-hmm. Yes, Tanya. Cranberry juice is A1. You should have that always in your arsenal, right? But let me dig this out right here. I just threw it away. But it's right here. Let me see if it's on top. Let me see if it's on top. It ain't on top. I ain't gonna get it. It ain't on top. I thought it was on top. I was gonna get some, but just being me, I can't buy too much fruit, because it'll go bad because I won't eat it right away. But Tanya is correct. Cranberry juice will flush. But if you haven't, been consistent with drinking cranberry juice, if you and trust me, before I had become a vegetarian, I wasn't big on pork and things of that nature, but my diet was not the best. My diet definitely was not the best. So around this time, maybe every now and again I would get cranberry juice. And back then, the cranberry juice is not as good as it is now, because now, oh my gosh, there's so many different combinations with cranberry juice. So it's more pleasant to drink, right? But back then, no, this was a full-on urinary tract infection. Okay. And I went on to the University of YouTube, and I was like, well, what? Honey is honey. It'll get you sticky. I said, what can I find natural to, cure this urinary tract infection that I was having? And you'll know if you have a urinary tract infection because it'll be painful. Like, oh no. Blueberries and pineapples. Let me repeat that. If somebody could throw up a blueberry, if you can find it, a blueberry in the emoji, or a pineapple, or just some fruit. Blueberries and pineapples. This combination, put them together. I suggest, especially if you don't like blueberries, because blueberries, they have a little sweetness to them, but not much. But if you let the blueberries sit with the pineapples overnight, the blueberries will get the sweetness from the pineapples. Now, blueberries has a power punch for antioxidants. I suggest you just look up each fruit on its own. Pineapples. Oh my goodness. I love pineapples, but I could never eat pineapples, even if they're, the sliced ones that you might see, the sliced and diced ones already, are the fresh ones. I couldn't eat a lot of it. And I didn't really know why. I thought it was just me, my particular body. No. And any one of you should not eat a lot of pineapples, like on the daily, because pineapples has a very high acidic level, and it on contact it eats away at your your skin. I'm not a doctor, so you won't be getting I won't be talking about your dermis, epidermis. You know what I'm saying? Your skin, honey, that first layer of skin. A pineapple, the acid in the pineapple, even in your mouth, it starts to eat away from its juices. I was like, wow, I didn't know pineapple was that potent. So if you're eating pineapple in your mouth, your mouth start to feel all like raw. It's feeling raw for a reason, because those juices, those enzymes are actually going into the first layer of your skin. And so it's killing bacteria. I mean, pineapples is, let me take, they say, eat fruits and nuts and vegetables. They represent us, the things that you need for your body. And the pineapple is like power brain food, okay? Just like the walnut. It looks like the if you crack open a walnut and look at it, it looks like the brain, like my hair, like it's parted right here. It could look like a like a brain food. So that pineapple, it gets in there and it's smart, and it knows what to take out, but it's gonna take out some of your skin cells along the way, killing and fighting. And then when it meets this bad boy right here, this little cutie patootie, when it meets this little cutie patootie, and pineapple say, when did you sign up? And the the blueberry said, man, I ain't signed up. They enlisted me, but I'm here for the fight. Yeah, they get in there and they do some work. I did not, and I repeat, I think I stayed on that regimen for maybe 2 weeks, and I didn't go to the doctor, and it cleared the urinary tract infection up. So it's very wise to understand the combinations of fruits that you eat and how they can benefit you if you're suffering from any ailment in your body, any ailment. And what I really want to get into is learning more about the sea moss and things of that nature. But that's I haven't graduated, baby. I'm still in kindergarten. Okay. So we gonna crawl before we walk here, but I'm gonna take y'all on this journey. All right. We put pineapple in our salad. Yeah, pineapple is good. I mean, I love pineapple. That's the bomb.com. Yes, I've had pineapples on pizza before, and people be like, ugh, but it's good. Good, but pineapples are very potent, and I did not know that they were as potent as they are. And so, yeah. So if you have problems, and I think it would be harder for a man or a female who has never given birth to recognize a urinary tract infection. So you may have to go to the doctor if you don't know your body. But once you have one, you'll know it, and you'll know how to fix it naturally. Okay. Let me look. Do I have blueberries in my teeth? Y'all tell me if I got blueberries in my teeth, y'all. So we're gonna get on this seeds, y'all, in natural fruits. And I say natural fruits because a lot of these fruits have been hybridized, cloned. I swear to God, sometimes I'll chomp down on something that feels like I'm just eating on some doggone plastic. It gets me so upset, and the thrill is gone going into grocery stores. The thrill is gone because the food is not the same. So while we're out here trudging through this world that we have aided in creating, running to these marketplaces, we have to be wiser, because the food you can run to the grocery stores and grab up all these grapes. Like I said, I saw seedless grapes. Grab them all up, and they have no nutritional value to them whatsoever, and you wonder why you're still sick. The seeds, if you're gonna grow your own fruits, vegetables, garden, is what do they call them? It's a certain kind of seed. Do I have any seeds anywhere from when I haven't tried to garden so many times. If you've been on this journey with me, you've seen I tried to garden. Them seeds died. They died. Hold on, let me go get. I think I still have some. Y'all hold tight. Let the band play on. Thank you. Thank you, man. Okay, guys, I couldn't find any seeds. I only found some flower seeds. Okay, y'all seen these type of seeds. Um, but when you go and you buy seeds from the store, say if this was a vegetable pack of seeds on here, it will tell you on the package of seeds that when you buy them. Oh, that little blueberry trying to get to my teeth. It will tell you, say, if this was some vegetable seeds. It will tell you if it's a hybrid. If I'm not saying that right, y'all forgive me. Hybridized hybrid seed. You know, if they cloned it, if they mess with the seed in any way, hybrid seed, or if it's what is the name of those seeds when it's natural? I need my assistant really quick. When it's a natural seed, I need my assistant. Assistant, help me out. What are the names of natural seeds? See if we get it on here. Okay. Heirloom. There we go. So if you go to buy seeds, you don't want to get anything that says hybrid, organic, because let me tell you something. I'm gonna post that picture when I shut this live down with those seedless grapes. They had the nerve to say some of those seedless grapes were organic. How's organic? Ain't got no doggone seeds in it. I thought that was organic means a form of original, right? They had the nerve to put organic on seedless grapes. Come on through. That's a clone, okay? Or you don't want nothing to say GMO. You don't want no seeds. If you go to buy seeds to say GMO, you want it to say heirloom. 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 Heirloom seeds. And let me say this. At this point in time, I don't even know if there's really even any true heirloom seeds available. I don't even think there's any heirloom seeds that are available. Because the Swiss Alps has the largest seed bank that America stores its seeds in, and then I think Iraq has a seed bank. But while we were asleep, while we were rockabye to sleep, they were getting all the original seeds in the world. All plants you probably have never, ever knew about. One plant or one fruit probably got the nutrition of everything you probably possibly need in your body. We've never seen it. It's locked away in the Swiss Alps. All the original seeds, heirloom seeds. So even if we were to find heirloom seeds, even if this seed from the grape that I ate today happened to be Heirloom seed. I would be blessed. What does that mean? Why do you keep saying heirloom seed? It's the original. This is that heirloom seed would be the original, meaning that the children, well, the product, the produce from that seed will replicate itself once you plant it. If you don't have a heirloom seed, if you have a hybridized seed, if you have a GMO seed, well, what that means is you may, if the Most High is willing, you may get the first yield, a first return from those seeds, but never again. So once you eat that first crop, and do like me, try to get these seeds from that crop and plant it again the next year for the growing season, it won't grow. They modified it for it not to grow. The memory in the seed is not there for it to grow to give you another crop. Okay, that's why I say on the seeds it'll tell you if it says hybridized, hybrid seed. Because they can't, like we've said in the movies, they can't be out here just doing stuff and not tell you. You the one don't if you don't know, you don't know, because you don't study to know when the knowledge is there for you. So when you starve or you can't figure out, or you don't have any critical thinking skills, well then that's what they can do. The information was there. Well, they're down in their caves and dungeons under the ground, hiding out from the wrath that is to come, eating all the they down there now, to tell you the truth. But I ain't gonna go there. That's a whole different live stream. That's a whole different live stream for a different day. But they down there now, quiet as it's kept. Mm-hmm. So I've seen a lot of people that are waking up, and I'm happy that they're waking up. I'm happy that the Most High woke me up, whether I have to realize that we are fighting these doggone evil people, and these people, honey, some of them they might be missing the chromosome and think that they are in the real world. Okay, your stalkers, your followers, your handlers. Some of them have handlers. Some of you guys have handlers and don't know it. Your husbands, your wives, your children, people you work with, your best friend might be your handler. And they think that they're in the real world and they're protecting the world to come, their new world order, by watching and stalking you and following you because you are insurgent. You are a free thinker. Yeah, you have this. It works. This right here, your mind. It works. And they don't like that. They don't like it. But we have to be diligent in how we move through the poppy seeds of the grocery store, the poison that they call food. And they want to keep you high on their supply, right? And their supply is dirty. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like when the skins of fruits, and I ain't take nothing to drink. Hold on, let me drink this water. I'm not gonna be floating around. Yeah, they want to keep you high on their supplies, and their supplies is the poppy fields that they call the grocery stores, the drug-filled foods that are in our stores, and that are in the lands. I've seen a couple of, I believe it was on TikTok, and I didn't even realize this. It never dawned on me. But you know why it probably never dawned on me? Because I don't know if I ever told you guys this story when I am an army brat, and so I've traveled, and like I said, I've always loved luxury hunting. When I was outside playing house outside, being the mother, and we traveled to Germany and we lived on the economy. Well, you see, I didn't make mud pies. No. Mm-mm, mm-mm. While the other children played in the sand and put mud and made mud pies. That ain't nothing wrong with you. That ain't nothing. That ain't no diss, because them children probably are making these natural mud mask and natural butters to this day. You feel what I'm saying? We all have a different mission in life. We just didn't know at the time while we were doing what we were doing. So the mud pie makers, thank you. Thank you, because I do enjoy a clay mask every now and again. Uh, but I was out and about, living on the economy. When I say living on the economy, we didn't stay on post. We didn't stay on the base. We stayed in the towns and the cities, and we stayed on farmlands. And so when I went outside to play house and I wanted to cook, all I had to do is walk down the street and pick, guess what? Real berries, blueberries, what I used to get. There was a lot of raspberry, red and dark. They looked like black raspberries, but they were dark, like a dark, deep purple. Raspberries, blueberries, pears, real fruit, real fruit. And the Germans that lived next to us, one of them owned a horse stable. They told us, well, you gonna eat that, make sure you wash it, because we children, we popping in there, eating all organic, the little critters. You know what I'm saying? And half the time we probably didn't even wash it, but they told us to wash it. But we, children, we out in the field popping stuff straight off, smooth off the tree, eating it off the tree. I hope you're hearing the story. So that was natural. That's how I grew up as a child. So coming back, but I really realized more in Germany, because I went back over there as an adult and worked with children, and they had apple trees, and oh gosh, I used to get so upset because at a certain time it was this huge apple tree. It was so big that they couldn't well, they could, but they didn't pay anyone to come and pick the fruit off of the tree, right? So the fruit would fall from the apple tree to the ground. And so in Germany, you got like all seasons, all of your seasons. Not like in some states, like Texas, you might be hot all the way into November, and then you might get some cold weather. You see, but they had summer, winter, spring, summer, fall, whatever the four seasons. So these apples would fall from the tree, and they were kind of down in the ditch, but the apple tree was enclosed in the playground where we had the children play. And all of the caregivers, we dreaded that apple tree, because you see, when the fruit fell from being rot or being too ripe, it would fall. They didn't have anybody to come clean up the tree, so the natural process would take effect. They would rot and return to whence it came. It's natural cycle, right? But those children love to go down there. Some of them try to sneak down there, like I probably would have done if I was a child on that playground, and try to get the apples and eat them, the ripe ones. But there was plenty of ones that were in the decay stage. So the kids would get down there, and it looked like back in the day, they used to have mud wrestling fights with women wrestling in mud. Them children was covered in applesauce. Okay. Oh Lord, if we didn't catch them, we would be miserable, because we'd have to change them, that the applesauce, the rottenness of the apples. Them children loved it now, but for us as adults, we didn't, because we had to clean all of that off. And this is natural. I remember these things. So I tell you this story to say this. I was on TikTok and I saw maybe 2 to 3 different people. They happened to be, I think it was, all of them were men. They were walking through the countrysides of America. And they were saying, do you see these trees? These are all male trees. And that's what made me, let me listen to this TikTok. Because I'm not always on there clowning and having fun to relieve some stress and looking at other foolish stuff that I probably shouldn't be looking at. But anyway, uh, he said, all of these trees are male trees. I was like, male trees? And then I was like, no, come on, Nicole, everything is a female male. Or it's asexual. But that's mostly in nature. We get that every now and again, with what they call a hermaphrodite, a person that has both sexual organs, but they can't, not to my knowledge, I'm not going to put that out there, but to my knowledge, they can't procreate within themselves. But nevertheless, so the man was like, all of these are male trees, and they're cutting down all the female trees. I said, and you know me, my mind, I probably need to stay. I don't watch TV, but sometimes I need to stay off social media because it's all an agenda to me. I be seeing the plot thicken. I see it thicken down to the atom. I said, well, I'll be damned. And he says, they're all male trees. And so I seen that a while back. And then another guy comes walking through the forest. He said, you see these trees? All of these are male trees. And you see this? It was like a yellow tag on the tree. They're going in and they're tagging these trees. Do you see this tag on this tree? Well, this tree is a female tree. And if it has a tag, they're coming in to cut it down. I was like, cut it down. So he pulls the tag out of the tree. He takes it or he throws it. I hope he took it. I can't remember, because if he threw it, they're going to know when they come back in, somebody took a tag out the tree. But he says, if you see a tree with a tag on it, take it out, because it's a female tree. They're killing all of the female trees. And I'm like, why would they kill the female trees? Because, TikTok, their little reels go quick. Because that was his message. I get another one come through, different people now. This is the most I be telling me. Another one come through, different person. You see these trees? Maybe not like that. These are all male trees. They're killing all the female trees. I'm like, why are they killing all the female trees? Ding, 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 ding. The female trees produce fruit. So if you have all male trees, there will be no fruit for you to walk through like I did when I was a child, freely, as a soul, a free soul, and reach up and simply pick a tree, a pear or an apple off of a tree that Most High let grow freely for you to freely go pick wherever you walked and saw a tree. I knew pecan trees from my father going through, because he was a country boy. Country. He used to eat cornbread, leftover cornbread. He'd get it, crumble it up in a bowl, put some raisins in it, and some milk, and call it cereal. And the whole family would be looking at him like, I know he didn't. Country boy, cock-a-doodle-doo. But he knew, like, that's a pecan tree. You see how the bark looks on the pecan tree? You see the leaves? As a child, I remember these things. I was like, oh. And then he said, look down on the ground. Pick that up right there, that shell. Pick it up. Look at it. You see how long and slender that is? Yeah, I see it, Dad. Yeah, I see it. You see how it's brown and has these dark, long lines in the shell? Oh, yeah. That's how you recognize that that's a pecan shell. So remember the bark of the tree. Remember the leaves of the tree. Remember the shell. Let's crack it open. We had those little silver nutcrackers. He loved nuts. You crack those, buy those silver nutcrackers. I've seen them every now and again in the store with the little pick. Crack open the nut. Look at this nut. See, that's the type of people we were. Observant of everything, our surroundings. Look at this nut. See how long it is? It's almost as long as the shell. Kind of slender. Break it open. You see the meat of the nut, how it looks? Show me all of that. Probably show my brother too. I don't know if he paid attention. I was more, like I said, I love people who are smart. So I was like, huh? I was like, oh, so I know a pecan tree. I know pecans when I see it. Okay, I didn't have to go to the store and they had to tell me this is a pecan. I can go into the wild and know this is a pecan tree. This is a pecan. A lot of us can't do that now, and they're chopping down all of the female trees so you can't eat when a collapse comes. Oh, the agenda. The agenda. You can't eat. Even if you were to run. You know, some people are so smart. They think they are so intelligent. I'm going to run to the woods. I'm going to eat from the forest. I'm going to eat in nature. And these people have been plotting 50 years plus. They have taken all the female trees and chopped them down so they control the female trees. Ooh, get into it, Nicole. You know, some people may think that I speak on agendas when it comes to how males treat females. It's a whole cycle, okay, guys? There's a cycle to the madness that is part of the agenda. And especially, and I know, ooh, where's my, use this one. I know when it comes to my Israel men, my black men, Israel, or Southern Kingdom, or however y'all break it down. If you know you Israel, you know. If you know you Israel, you know. Some Israel don't even look like Israel. You know, man, I don't want to get into all that confusion of faith. Some of y'all Irish. Some of y'all redheads. Y'all walking around here calling yourselves gingers. Israel like a mug. Israel with all that pigment in your hair. All that red in your hair. You Israel. But anyway, so you can be looking white. Like you think you white, but you Israel. You Semitic. But I'm getting on these the dark Israel. Because they part of the agenda. They chopping down the trees. They chopping down the female trees. In the wild. Yeah, there's some wild trees out there. And black Israelite women. Otherwise known as Negro. In the wild, there's some wild ones out there. But guess what? You wise in your mind's eye. Israel. And I'm talking about these dark Israel men. They're wise in their own eyes, and they have not sat at the tables of the people who have been planning things 50 years prior to them even walking this earth. They have never been invited to the party. So you may see my people, my peeps. And when I say my people, my peeps, some of y'all are not Israel. Some of you guys are other, but y'all my people. Y'all my peeps, yeah, y'all in there with me. I hope this is not against you. I'm talking about my black men, my negros, chopping down the wild trees. The female wild trees. And they want to have these weak and lame excuses that have been orchestrated by your enemy. And agents have been sent out amongst you to corrupt your minds and stir up your childhood traumas. And so therefore you regurgitate negativity and everything being on the shoulders of the black woman and how everything has gone astray. And so you're out in the forest of the world that we call America. Hell, you might even be abroad, chopping down the wild trees, while your enemy has gathered all of the wild Israel trees and they have them in their storehouses. You know, I talked about those seeds that are held in Switzerland. Yeah, those original seeds. Uh, while you're out here verbally chopping down wild trees, female trees, black trees. Your enemy has been snatching up wild trees, female trees off the streets. You know, they're ripe for picking. I need that wild tree. Your enemies have you doing the job for them. But I won't go too deep because y'all know how I can get. It all is one. Like I explained to you guys last night on the live about the vote being female. You know, there's been so much trauma. So much trauma for any and everyone who has walked on this earth. But we are here for this experience, right? I implore, well, they may not even hear my voice, my Israel brothers. I implore you to be not the axeman for your enemies and chop down your wild trees, your sisters. I implore you to be like Jimmy Appleseed. Ah, that's what I implore you to be. Jimmy Appleseed. You see, you may not even know the story. Where's my seed at? Of Jimmy Appleseed. You see the seed? A young man who had apples. He liked apples. I'm gonna give you the short end of it. My version. Jimmy Appleseed, my brothers. Don't be the axeman going into the forest and chopping down the wild trees, your female, your sisters, because of your childhood traumas. Be Jimmy Appleseed. You see, collect the seeds after you've eaten them. You know, some of you guys may get married. Collect those seeds. Those are your seeds. Collect them, store them, protect them. You see, we can't We can't go backwards. You can't browbeat the women that stand in front of you in the wild and make them pay for your childhood traumas. Collect the seeds. They're your seeds. Be Jimmy Appleseed. And as you go and you start to see a wild tree, the black woman, well, remember, she has trauma too. Don't chop her down. Build her up. Put a little soil around her. And if stay a little while and have seeds with her, be like Jimmy Appleseed. Collect the seeds. They're your seeds, your children. Be there for them. And if you travel the world and you might have a wife here, a wife there, you might be, well, I don't even know what they call it, polygamous. Collect your seeds. Take care of them if you're going to spread them like Jimmy Appleseed. But don't be an axe man. Don't expect for the women that may be hurt and traumatized and out of their right mind, don't expect them to heal you. Don't expect them to be the band-aid for your wounds. And it definitely is not going to help by browbeating and cutting down the wild trees, the black women. Because after you've gone and cut down your own forest, and you look around and you're standing there, you're on the internet, and you're talking amongst yourselves, and you realize they cut down all the female trees, and you're amongst nothing but men. Now, know this. When you cut down the original, others follow suit. You won't have the original seed. There may be other women in the forest. They will start to fall too. Because you start to take your axe to them and start chopping away because you haven't healed yourself. I thought it was something else when I saw those TikToks and the men were pointing out the fact that your government, they're cutting down all the female trees. Are you cutting down all of the female trees? Maybe I think you should be like Johnny Appleseed. If you plant seeds or you eat an apple, collect the seeds. Plant more seeds. Make them healthier. Build a better community, a better nation, a healthier nation. But chopping down your own trees will not sustain you at all. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, look it up. They're chopping down all the female trees. Literally. Yeah. Oh, was that earlier? Buy frozen berries when you can. That's good too, yeah, because it'll last long and then you can use them when you want to use them. So true, so true. Very interesting. Buying seeds, Nikki. I think thanks. I am trying to grow a garden. Yeah, yeah. Try to get the original seeds. Well, not you don't want it to say hybrid. You want it to say what did I say? I said earlier. I'm not gonna look it back up. But yeah. So true. So true. And on that note, Anthony says, give them handlers a hard time. That's right. Give them a hard time. I hope you guys enjoyed this tea time. I'm out and much, much love.